And gentlemen, boys and girls, My Little Pony versus UCT Graduate School of Business with the tie and the suits and everything. I'm joined by PosaCast for this game 3. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, and I'm pretty exciting. Well, pretty exciting. Yes, that English there that I put. But yeah, speaking of English, well, it's not really English related. It is game 3. My Little Pony, they do come into this game with a 1-game advantage, so we are sitting at 2-2 here. So whoever wins this game is going home with the prizes or the spoils, the bragging rights, saying that they did manage to win this tournament. It's always pretty lacquer to be able to have those sort of bragging rights over everybody, basically.
Pusa, 2-1, bro. 2-1. It's 2-1.
Is it 2-1? No,
it's 2-1.
It's game 3. Yes. Winners bracket advantage. UCT 1-1. My Little Pony. Oh, it's 2-1. Then I've buggered up the scoreboard again. I've buggered it up again. I have completely made it a shambles again, and I am a shambles.
I blame the gingers. Just putting that out there. Oh no, wait. Okay. Anyway, so My Little Pony, as Pusa said, 2-1 advantage right now, and we see the Ancient Apparition and Tide under pick up by My Little Pony. Tide finally being picked up, got banned twice in the last 2 games. Wraith King now picked up as well. Spectre, respect ban right there from UCT, and oh, well, they used it, but I mean, they don't want anybody else using it. And then the Manly Centaur picked up. So offlane, we're going to see offlane versus safe lane again?
Possibly, but we do have the Wraith King here now. Wraith King is always pretty strong in any sort of lane. I've seen some people run tri-lanes middle with it. I've seen people run aggressive tri-lanes with it. But then again, usually when you're running an aggressive tri-lane with somebody like the Wraith King, you usually want to have either Vengeful Spirit or you want to have the Ancient Apparition, which has been picked up by My Little Pony. So, yeah. But this time, My Little Pony just taking a step back, I think. Like their sort of semi-push strat, like one core lineup, didn't really work out for them. They've sort of stepped back and they've picked themselves up 2 extremely big LTs here. They've picked themselves up the Ancient Apparition, they've picked themselves up the Tide Hunter. So they've got a lot of team fight at this stage. So banning out that Spectre, definitely the right thing to do. Banning out the Gyrocopter again, definitely the right thing to do here. So nicely played so far, I guess. Well, nicely drafted so far from UCT, but yeah, My Little Pony just looking for a little bit more team fight. And Brewmaster's always in the pool if they want to go for that.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen Brewmaster's popularity just drop a bit. And again, Terrorblade is in the pool. And Legion Commander. We haven't seen a Legion Commander game yet. Where do you rank Legion Commander in the current meta?
I rank him about as high up as I rank Ricky, which is at the bottom of the pile. It's the 2 new heroes, like the Legion Commander as well as the Terrorblade, I thought they would make a big meta change here. But if I'm completely honest, like they can both be shut down very easily. Against the Terrorblade, you just get a couple of stuns, or you just get a lot of team fight early on and you just wreck the Terrorblade. The same thing goes for the Legion Commander. As soon as that duel comes off, you basically just nuke it down, you get the winner chicken dinner on your side. So yeah, I rate the Legion Commander a lot lower than I rate the Terrorblade. Sure, you can pick up the Legion Commander and run it as an offlane hero, then I can sort of agree with it, where you basically just set him out to dry and hope he picks up himself up a Blink Dagger. At least he can always still go back to the bush and farm up the jungle. So yeah, I don't rate the Legion Commander.
Okay, so now I put this to you. What if Techies was picked up right now? What would you do? Exactly.
Oh my word. 5 seconds. I would stop casting and I'd go play League of Legends.
Oh, this is not the forum for that. We are treading into dangerous areas. Anyway, we see Scarab Mage, Viper, Spectre, and Gyro. Oh dear, I smell cancer in the air. That's what I smell now. Ugh.
You smell cancer as in the NAG Siren cancer, or you just smell cancer in general?
League of Legends cancer everywhere. But this is not the forum for this.
Hey, I dropped it. You still carrying on with it?
Okay, no, that's fine. We will we will leave cancerous things alone, but I do see Cancer Mass Serpent Wards here with the Shadow Shaman. That is a nice tri-lane setup, and we saw this from My Little Pony as well, the Ancient Apparition. And I would like to ask you, we've seen Ancient Apparition, he's dropped and then he's come back and then he's dropped and now he's making a burst on the scene again. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just due to like meta changes. Like he usually drops off just after patch drops, and then people start realizing, hey guys, listen, the patch changes actually weren't that strong to these sort of heroes, and then they sort of go back to the old sort of standard kind of the old sort of standard kind of heroes, which is the Ancient Apparition. And if we're honest, the Ancient Apparition does provide you with a lot. He's versatile in most drafts. He gives you that early extra damage. We saw how much that Chilling Touch did for that Spectre in that top lane, in that defensive tri-lane up against the Troll Warlord. That Chilling Touch was the difference there, I believe. Like if that Chilling Touch wasn't there, the Spectre would have never got those kills. They would have fed away those kills. The Troll Warlord would have got out of hand, and they would have lost the game. They would have lost the series. So the Ancient Apparition is, unless they do something about the Chilling Touch, like it's 50 extra damage for 3 hits at level 1, unless they drop it to like 20 or 30 at level 1, I still see the Ancient Apparition being viable in every single patch to follow.
And now we see Rubik here picked up from UCT, and Rubik is always going to be in the meta. Like, this is just my opinion, but Rubik is just, I wouldn't say he's your versatile support, and he's not going to provide too much, but Spell Steal, man. That's the thing that keeps Rubik always in there, and whoa!
Radiant team pick.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't
seen
like
a
the Lifestealer.
Why?
I must say, coming straight off the bat here, I don't like the Lifestealer. Maybe if they pick up a Troll Warlord, then I'd like the Lifestealer. But Lifestealer by himself is, I won't say a useless hero, but we're going back to TI3 basically, where Lifestealer used to be sort of okay, but nowadays he can be kited around so easy. And we have the Centaur Warrunner here already. We have heroes like the Wraith King. Once he pops his reincarnation, the Lifestealer can't really do much. He's running around, he's slowed for days, he can't right click anybody, and at range you just basically nuke him down. And the Centaur Warrunner again also has a lot of early burst damage, so it's being able to shut down the Lifestealer, being able to kite him around. I'm not a fan of the Lifestealer. I don't like it here. Sure, they've got... I would have liked something else. I don't know what I would have liked. I keep going back to the Luna. I went back to the Luna a couple of times in the last game as well. I feel like something like that would have been a lot more better for them. Something with a bit of movement speed, something with a bit of tower push, something with just a little bit more fight than a Lifestealer here. UCT actually go back for the Lina. They picked up the Lina in the first game, didn't see it in the second game, they pick it up in the third game here. So what do you think of Lina?
Fiery redheads, man. If anybody saw Kim Patsu's cosplay, then you must know. But Lina,
I don't know why I asked you about a redhead. I really don't. I'm speaking to Ginger about a redhead. It makes no sense why I do something like that.
Okay, so the racism continues towards gingers. It's fine if I hit 1 million subscribers. You're gonna be very much racist too. Anyway, 12-year-old logic beside. Oh boy, it's on. It's about to go down. They pick up the Emperor Spirit. Now we see a lot of red based heroes. But going back to Lina, like I said, we haven't seen Lina too much. As far as I know, she was the last non-hero to get picked up at TI4. The only 3 that were not picked was PL, Bloodseeker, and Keeper of the Light, which saddens my life so much. But yeah, as a Coral player, that's not supposed to happen. But with Lina, I like you said, with so much early burst, Lifestealer is not going to get what he needs. And Laguna Blade and of course Dragon Slave with the Light Strike Array, such a perfect setup for Rubik's Stun, because telekinesis holds you in the air, and Lina's like, oh, you're in the air, stun, and it's just amazing. Now Wraith King is going to be the farmer here with Rubik and Lina in the tri-lane. Wonder who's going to be this mid picker. Puck is still in the pool. Who do you reckon can go one-on-one with Emperor Spirit and then come on top?
I would say basically almost any range heroes, and a sort of, yeah, I think somebody like an Invoker would have been nice, but UCT take it out. Somebody like a Viper, again, Skywrath Mage as well. Also both heroes being banned out here. Razor as well, also just got rid of that. Puck actually won't be too bad for them. It does provide them with a little bit of extra initiation. I mean, you blink in, you get the silence off before the Titan actually gets his Ravaged off, and they actually pick comes up in NAG Siren, so it's gonna be a long game, I'd say, but then again, Nagasiren does extremely well up against the Ember Spirit as well. It's gonna force Ember Spirit to basically be popping his fire shield, the flame guard every time he wants to farm. So it's decent pickup. It also provides him with a lot of late game as well. So yeah, might as well go ahead and introduce the teams pretty quickly. I'll go through the Radiant this time again. It is going to be Little Rain going to be playing on the Centaur War Run in the off lane. Random Hero heading towards the middle lane. He's already got himself the Poor Man's Shield, so looking to out harass. Not going for the Battle Rush. He's going to be playing the Nagasiren. We're going to have Hellbred playing on the Rubik in the bottom lane, who he actually played Lina in the first lane, in the first game. Disappoint's going to be playing on that Wraith King, while the Linas this time is going to be played by Quirky, just a little bit slow out the blocks. But yeah, I actually thought they might have run aggressive with this sort of trio, but yeah, I guess they're just playing it safe. It is pretty close here.
And on the side of MLP on the die, we have Twilight Sparkle. On the Shadow Shaman, Rarity. On the Ancient Apparition, Applejack playing this beast of a life stealer set. Oh man, I want that. Mid Ember Spirit going to be played on Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy on the offlane Tide Hunter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our game 3 for GSB. Myself and PuzaCast here. I'm the co-caster, by the way, but it's because I'm Ginger I get to speak more.
The battle
no, I'm a liar.
It's because you're Ginger. I don't think anybody can really say it better. As Applejack, he spots himself out a double damage rune. Tide Hunter is going to pick himself up a bounty rune in the bottom there. Creeps are spawning and running towards the top lane. So that's going to give little Beyonce a lot of experience getting into the first 2 or 3 creep waves. As we do have a pause with just the lag spikes coming out. Yeah, Lifestealer's got himself the Cooling Blade as well as the Stout Shield. So, yeah, I don't think he really needed either or, because he is up against the Centaur War Runner who does have the double edge, and Stout Shield doesn't work against double edge.
This is true. Now, guys, Puza is the guy that'll tell you what's going to happen in the game. I'm the guy that is going to introduce you to the jungle, but I see... No, there's Jeffrey. Look, he's there to introduce us. This little spider over here in this dire camp over here. He's right here. He's our friendly neighborhood spider guy, because Spider-Man took a vacation. And Rosh's sad move, thank you, Ice Frog, cost us a friend. Rosh has 2 little beetle friends, that's why he's so angry. Despite having splinters in his side and this flag and everything. There's Jimmy, there's Squishy, but Johnny unfortunately died, so it's terrible. Back to reality.
Rusty, I've seen you cast a few times, and I've seen you try and point out these little creatures of yours, and to be honest, I've never seen them. I think you need to go make a YouTube video and show us your little creatures. I think that's what you need to do.
Well, it is technically on the casts I do, you know, if you maybe took time and stop being racist with
I can never see the little buggers.
Alright, so Naga versus Ember. Who do you favor?
I favor, I would say the Nagasiren, just because, look, every time the Nagasiren goes up to the Ember Spirit, every time that Flame Guard's off cooldown, me as the Nagasiren, I'd be like, yeah, sure, here you go, eat a Riptide in the face, basically. Naga also has that extra bit of armor at level 1. He's also got himself the Stout Shield early on. Ember Spirit, I didn't see, no, he's just got himself the Cooling Blade as well as the Stout Shield. The Poor Man's Shield, the PMS is up on Random Hero, so... Yeah, I favor the Nagasiren quite heavily in this lane, to be honest, and she does also scale a lot better, I think. Will scale a lot better in terms of rat-ish, if you want to call it that. As Centaur War in a top lane, there's no open wounds yet, is there? Nope, no open wounds. If there was open wounds, they could probably get themselves a kill in that top lane.
Going back to Nagasiren, you're just so on point with your puns, aren't you? With your PMS and your scaling, because she's a little bit on the fishy side. Oh, Puza, just everywhere.
I actually didn't spot out the scaling one, but thanks for pointing that out. I actually didn't realize that. That was a pretty bad pun.
No, it was genius. I'm just pointing that out there. And now, I just want to I see here what Applejack is doing. He's keeping the creeps away from the tower here, so that the tower doesn't bash down, because Lifestealer, while he has 64 base damage and the Quelling Blade, his attack animation is not one of the best. In Dota 1 it was also pretty alright, not like Crystal Maiden, oh lord.
Crystal Maiden, she's best hero. Mid, oh, there's
I
a
mean-
lot of action going on. But this is exactly what I said here. The Ember Spirit's going to be forced into getting that Flame Guard up pretty quickly, and as soon as that Flame Guard comes down, Naga Siren should actually just go Riptide up, but she doesn't have any mana. Bottle Crow is not happening as of yet because she's only sitting at 600 gold. We're waiting for that bottle. As soon as that Bottle Crow starts happening, I think that Ember Spirit's going to struggle immensely in the middle lane, and she's already, I won't say struggling. I mean, the Ember Spirit's actually topping the CS, sitting at 12 CS, while the Naga Siren's only sitting at 8. So I guess in terms of CS, the Ember Spirit's coming out tops, which it's okay. And the Naga Siren, like you said, like I said, she can come back quite easily into this game.
No, definitely, and I want you to notice our poor offlaners. Centaur has got nothing, Tidehunter has got nothing, but both of them have wards, and just look at this. If you click on this Radiant Sentry ward, look how close it is to this Dire Observer. Just look there.
Oh no!
Oh my,
It's like
what
on
is
the
that?
edge.
A unit.
I hate it when that happens. That's like the worst
initiation.
thing. As the lift does come through, but I don't think Tidehunter is extremely tanky. Does throw out the Anchor Smash, and as soon as the Anchor Smash comes through, Disappoint as well as Halberd are just like, yeah, guys, we're wasting our time here, and that's exactly the case. It's almost futile. As long as the Tidehunter plays it smart, he'll get himself a lot of experience. I think the Centaur Warrunner's got the harder of the two lanes, if you want to put it that. Naga Siren in the middle lane. Again, she's finally got a bottle up. She's also got herself a nice little bounty rune, which will be quite nice for her, as the Ember Spirit is actually heading down towards the bottom lane.
I think he's actually double bottled up here. He's gotten himself the double bounty room in here, so it's double filling the bottle, so he's ready to go. And robbed. Like a Johannesburger, Shadow Shaman came and robbed Naga Siren clear of her double damage rune here. So that's an empty bottle for a while. Ember Spirit has gotten the double bottle rune, so Naga might struggle here a little bit to get some farm. She has an empty bottle, so she might want to just be careful here about how much harassment she does.
Yeah, she's going to be basically forced to Bottle Crow, and that was very, very nicely played there by the Shadow Shaman. Like, not a lot of supports do that, and as soon as you're half decent support and you know what you're doing, as Halberd in the bottom lane, he's trying to get a little bit of work done, as the lift does come through the stun as well. They're trying to get the body blocks as well. The Anchor Smash is going to be there as well, so we're going to have that minus 35 damage coming through. And if the third support was just there, if Lena there with a Dragon Slave as well as a Light Strike away, it would have been a pretty easy kill, I think. So unlucky to them, but the Tidehunter's playing the smart. As soon as the Lena heads back towards the jungle, he's just like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna step up a little bit more XP. You guys can't really kill me, just the two of you. Not with that Anchor Smash. It's still too strong.
There, I agree with you, and I find with 6.82 and USO 6.82C came out, that's why Terrorblade is like dropped completely off. I find that IS.MLP never really nerfed Tidehunter. He likes him where he is at the moment, or do you think he's just experimenting a little bit more, trying to see who does what with Tidehunter while Random Hero takes a whole bunch of damage on his scales?
I think, to be honest, like Puck as well as Tidehunter are pretty balanced heroes. So I don't blame IS.MLP for not fixing them or for not nerfing them or anything like that. But as IS.MLP goes, he is usually one for nerfing heroes that do get picked up quite a lot. So maybe in the next patch we'll see something. Who knows? But yeah, in my opinion, he's still pretty balanced, as again, just they are trying to secure another rune. As the Ember Spirit picks up the regen rune, taking a lot of damage. He does have the Flame God up if he wants to try and turn around and try and make something happen, as the Naga Siren is just bottle crowing up in the middle lane. Bottom rune does get secured here. It is a bounty. Halberd's actually going to pick it up, as, like I said, Naga Siren's just bottle crowing. She's like, yeah, guys, enjoy the spoils of the regen. Well, not the regen, but the bounty rune.
And this is true, but now would it have cost her because she's taking a whole bunch of damage? No, I don't. I find these teams don't want to give away unnecessary kills, because like you said, it is the finals. You don't want to play derpy pie lover Dota, like coddle, carry kind of stuff.
Yeah, coddle carry with a Mask of Madness and a Magellan. That sounds too strong.
Oh, here we go. Can they get it now? It looks like it. Oh no!
Oh, even with the third support there, or the second support there, they couldn't pick up that kill. That anchor smash is extremely, extremely strong. It's minus 30 odd damage, I believe it is. And it is just level 1. It does also give him that damage reduction of 45%. So it's actually minus 75 damage. Oh, no, am I reading that wrong?
Now, as far as I know, AA getting the brunt of it. Oh, Rarity. He might actually be our first blood here. Tyrants are doing everything, but there we go.
Yeah, he could possibly get it. No, all his spells are on cooldown, so he's not going to get himself a return damage. That anchor smash is 45% minus. While again, middle lane, Rainbow jumps straight onto a random hero who's going to try and go in. But yeah, with the flame guard up, it's a pretty easy kill. And I really thought that this lane was going to go in the way of this NAG Siren, but I think that one rune that was just caught out there by the Shadow Shaman has just buggered this whole lane up for the NAG Siren. NAG Siren's also got herself well, she had 1300 gold. What is she? What is? She had 1300 gold, and then all of a sudden just dropped 900 gold, and she bought nothing.
That's not happy fun times, that is for sure. And did you notice on this bottom lane that they could not kill the young burly Tide Hunter while people pause and I scream, oh no! Then they went and picked on the brittle ancient apparition. You know, this is not right. Okay, ancient apparition has gone through a lot in his lore. Okay, and his spirit was trapped in this ice body. So you guys picked on old men. You people beat on old men. That's not right. That is not right. Pooza can comply with this. Oops. No, that's not right.
Yeah, that's definitely not right. But one thing I actually just thought about now is the Ancient Apparition in this series has been on the winning side all 3 games. Well, all 2 games. It has been 2 games. Yes, it's been 2 games. So both games, Ancient Apparition been on the winning team. So maybe the Ancient Apparition is the winning formula.
Well, this is true. I find Ancient Apparition is just one of those gems IceFrog just made. And this is what a lot of people like underestimate about IceFrog, because then a patch comes out and everybody calls him bad at everything he does, Minecraft, Dota, LOL, or whatever. Because we all know IceFrog is delaying Half-Life 3. It's not Gabe's fault. It's IceFrog. But the Ancient Apparition, when he initially came out, I thought he was balanced in a way, and then when IceFrog said, okay, well now we'll give him an Aghanims, and his Ice Blast just got so much better, and then he started working on Chilling Touch and the Cold Feet and stuff. He just made this gem of a hero that, you know, okay, I can play this hero, and hopefully if everything goes right, I can win. And he's just one of those heroes that I find balanced, but is worth picking. He's not like a Meepo that IceFrog has to have buff and buff and buff, and we just never get to see Meepo. Or, you know, Axe. Oh, Axe.
Yeah, Axe. Oh, yeah. No, you said it right. Like, Ancient Apparition, a strong hero. Yeah. I don't really think they need to do too much to him. But yeah, going back to this game, the Lifestealer's picked himself up the Hand of Midas. It was a pretty early Hand of Midas as well, so he's just got himself power traits. He's basically on par with the Wraith King plus the Midas on top of it. So the Wraith King is falling behind, and he's falling behind fast. He's already, what is that, 1,700 gold or net worth short of the Lifestealer, and that's going to be scary.
Well, that is very true, and I find Hand of Midas is like your go-to item when you know you are ahead. And I mean, Wraith King, while he has been doing okay in this bottom lane, sitting at 49 and 8, he just hasn't. Well, he probably could. He's got 1.7k gold, but I don't feel he's going to go for the Midas here. I think. What do you think he's going to go for here?
I would hope he goes for the Blink Dagger. Like, that's sort of what they need to do, like sort of initiate and start snowballing here, and after the Blink Dagger, I don't know, go back for like an Armlet or a Desolator, maybe an Assault Cuirass, maybe even just a Maelstrom as the haste rune. Well, an Inverse rune actually did get picked up on the Ember Spirit, who is spotting out the poor little Rubik, and this is going to be a pretty easy kill as the chains come out, Flame Guard as well as the Slider Fist, and that's, like I said, a pretty solid, pretty easy kill for him. And That's helping him out quite a lot because he's 2-0, picked himself up to kill in the middle lane, and they're still diving in deeper for this. The Lena's in a bit of trouble. They're actually going to throw out the Ravage for this, and maybe worth it as Ember Spirit's just like, yeah, look at my fiery shield, nigga, and just takes him down. So 3 kills for the Ember Spirit. Starting to snowball pretty hard. Got himself 1,600 gold. Got himself phase boots. While poor little random hero, he's trying his best. I mean, he did have a little bit of lag issues. He has swapped out into the account, so hopefully it gets better for him.
No, I agree. We all like to blame Calcom, but sometimes it's just derpy signal. That's all it is. And I just wanted to ask on your opinion on this. Wraith King, well, back when he was Skeleton King, when he was epic and didn't look so green with jealousy, he was never picked, and now all of a sudden he's spiked everywhere. Why do you think that is? Is it because he got the new skin and now he's all green and swags, or it's just because people are racist to phones?
No, I think it was they reduced the mana cost on the Wraith King's reincarnation, and plus it always helps that you only have to push one button on the Wraith King as well. So that also probably just helped him out a little bit. People just using 2 or 3 buttons was too much on the Wraith King, so having one button I think definitely gave him a little buff.
And Ursa, why do you think the fuzzy bear of love has completely gone away?
It's only because the fuzzy bear of love doesn't have a stun. Like I think fuzzy used to have a stun. Same with the spirit break as well. They both used to have like solid lockdown, and if they had solid lockdown, like a solid stun, yeah, pick them every single game because they are strong heroes. I mean, Fuzzy, he did get himself that extra little buff where the Fury swipes, it does stack now with something like a Skadi or Helm of Dominator, Desolator. You can get goodies like Diffusal as again, middle lane, random hero taking a lot of damage. He does have the song if he wants to try and song, and I think he might need to. He does song, he needs to get away here. He is burning down. He is trying to bottle himself up, but are they going to get themselves a return kill here as the lift should come through? It's right underneath the tower as the Riptide as well. He's still trying to dive straight in as Centaur Warren does blow his ulti. There's no Ravage. Tidehunters here as well. So Ember Spirit down on the sideline and Rubik dropping pretty low, as well as the Centaur Warren and Quirky just coming in, landing a nice little stun. He doesn't have Light Strike Array as of yet, and if he did, this probably would be a pretty easy kill, but look like it still is. It's going to be 3 on the sideline as the Centaur Warren, Rubik and Nagasiren waddle away.
Well, that was a beautiful initiation. I find that they were just a little bit distorted, but that is just the panic of Dota that we all know, and sometimes hate, sometimes love, but they like you said, they got 3 there, they were happy about it, and they did, it was 3 for the tier 1 tower. I don't think that was pretty worth it, but any tower for Lifestealer, while he has the armlet of, what the hell, Mordigan, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, that's exactly why I just call it the armlet, as the Wraith King also has himself the Blink Dagger. He's got himself another 1,400 gold, so he was quite a, I was going to say he was quite a way behind on net worth in terms of Lifestealer, and he still is. Lifestealer is just farming it away, took himself that top tower, and he's just constantly using that Hand of Midas as, ooh, Ember Spirit caught underneath the guys with smoke here. Halberd, he should just get a lift off. Disappoint does come in here, does throw out the stun, doesn't really matter, as Rainbow is still going to town here. The Fire Blast does come out here. Light Strike Array as well as the Dragon Slave. Oh, the Ember Spirit jumps back towards his fire element and might actually get away from here as he bottles up. Ancient Apparition could possibly come in here and look for a kill, but they're going to decide against it. Random Hero is just going to be like, guys, I need this Radiance. 2,400 gold up on him. He's trying to get as many runes as he can, but he's, I won't say he's been shut down, but he's just struggled a little bit, I think, just a little bit too much. But then again, 2,400 gold at 13 minutes it's not looking too shabby.
It's definitely more than I will ever farm.
That's exactly why we sit here and we try and criticize the people that are playing as top lane. Rainbow's looking for a little bit of action here on this Nagasiren. Nagasiren, open wound straight out onto her. She doesn't have the Song of the Siren. Flame Remnants does pop off the illusions to get away from those chains. Yes, as the stun comes through and the lift just making sure that the stun unfortunately misses, as the Remnant did get thrown forward, but the 2 supports just making sure that the Nagasiren stays alive, as Halberd, you're playing extremely aggressive, just throwing out that, not the telekinesis, the Fade Bolt coming through from him. I thought that was a little bit of, I don't know, braveness, as Ravage is up this time, and the tier 2 tower under siege.
No, definitely, and
Radiant's
I
top
gotta
tower is
compliment
under
the
attack.
supports on GSB. They were there on point. Centaur had to use the Stampede defensively, but it's not too much of a cooldown. So you're like, okay, I can afford to use it to save
Radiant's
the
top
farming
tower
Naga,
is
and they
under
did.
attack.
They saved it. Now she's gone to the bottom lane while the tier 2 is being pushed. While
Yeah, wow.
Radiant's top tower
As that
is under
happened, just
attack.
jump forward with the lifesteal inside, pick yourself up a kill onto the Rubik, and I don't think that GSB really wanted to be
Dire's
defending the
middle
center.
tower
War Runner
is under
ultis off
attack.
on cooldown for another 25 seconds. Light Strike Array is there if they do want to try and get a little bit of burst damage, but they need a Blink Dagger. Like if the center War Runner had a Blink Dagger, you'd blink straight onto the lifesteal and just burst him down. But oh, look at this Ember Spirit. He's looking to play aggressive, and he does get the bowlers off as onto the Dino over there. Oh, just sends him. This is exactly how he can play. This is exactly how he should get played. Oh no, Centaur Warren, what are you doing? Ancient Apparition Ice Blast comes in as the Ravage. Ancient Apparition picking himself up the kill. Lina goes down. Rubik is around here as well, as the Wraith King does TP in here, does the Reincarnation, does get popped as well, but he's dropping pretty low again. He's going to lose his life the second time. Naga Siren's hanging around here as well. As long as the Siren is up, if she wants to use it, is going to pop it now as well, and I don't think they can do anything. They can just back off. They can take their 2-for-3 trade at this stage and be happy with that, as TP straight back towards middle lane does the Ember Spirit.
that was a beautiful initiation on the side of the Lifestealer and the Ember Spirit. And Lifestealer made it throughout the whole thing. They bashed the Wraith King twice down, and he's going to go for Blade Mail with the Broadsword and the Robe of the Magi. And like you said, I wanted to point out, it was 15 minutes into the game, and Shadow Shaman had no Mass Serpent Ward. So while that is all fine and well that MLP are getting the kills and everything, the supports, well, the Shadow Shaman, the one that they need to push this, is just not getting where he needs to be. And with that one team fight where he contributed with the Hex on the Wraith King and everything, it just made all the difference. The Centaur couldn't do what he needed to do there, and man, he was too far. And now it's Battle Fury, crits, and disgustingness on this Ember Spirit, and
yeah, Ember Spirit's also sitting second on net worth at this stage, and picking up the Battle Fury is just going to increase his farm. Yeah, he's just looking at Lifesteal. Lifesteal, they actually want to make something happen here. As the Infest does go straight onto them, so trying to get something happening here. They do have the haste rune, so run straight through the enemy jungle, look for a pick off, and run basically out is the call, I'd say, and it's a pretty good call here, I think. But do they know that Rubik is here? No, they don't have any vision, but they're still going to have a look as the haste rune does get popped there. Nagasari Illusion's just going to get wrecked down there pretty quickly.
Oh, Rubik.
As Rubik, he does throw out the lip. The open wounds does come out there. Rubik's not going to be expecting this, as he does lose his life. Ancient Apparition ulti flies, doesn't land on anything. Random Hero's got himself the relic at least, so another 2 to 3 minutes, hopefully get that Radiance up, and then we'll see GSB coming back into this, because I'm keen for Game 5, I really am. The scoreboard is actually right,
Dire's
so
top
GSB,
tower is
they're
under
taking them
attack.
one game, and of course IS, they do have that one game winners bracket advantage.
this is true. And again, just a quick shout out to, Pooza
Radiant's
for
bottom
allowing me to
tower
cast and me
is
not
under
driving
attack.
him completely up a wall.
Dire's top
And
tower
also,
is
on
under
a serious
attack.
note, a shout out to all our sponsors for this tournament. Shout out to all the companies playing in this. You guys have done all awesome. We are here for the grand final, best of 5. I'm not too sure what the prize
Radiant's
pool is,
bottom tower has
but thank you
fallen.
guys so much for playing. Shout out to all the people watching us, trying to make the best of this cast. I think we're doing pretty okay. Better than Taco Tier, I think.
Better than what? Taco tier?
Taco
I think I
tier.
must have
Okay,
missed
I will explain to you the tiers. First, you have potato tier, which
Radiant's
is my
bottom tower
my kind
is
of
under
supporting.
attack.
Okay, well maybe not when I'm cuddling, but I mean, okay, we'll make it my farming. My kind of carrying is potato tier. Then you get Pooza's taco tier farming. Then you get Dendy's godlike tier farming, and then you get Ice Frog's Gabon tier farming. There you go. I just explained.
Okay. So we've got all the tiers up now, and I'm glad I know this. I'm an educated man now. As Random Hero, he does get pinged out here. Tidehunter is looking at him, and the Ember Spirit is here, as well as the Shadow Shaman, with who drops his wards, and they're going to pick themselves up a pretty easy tier 1 tower, which I won't be surprised if it gets
Radiant's
fortified.
middle tower
Nope,
is under-
they're not going to
Radiant's
fortify it.
middle tower
They're going
has
to,
fallen.
because the fortification gets reset nonetheless. So usually people just fortify it just to be annoying, and that's didn't happen this time. Radiance is almost up. It's about 600 to 800 gold short of that. Ember Spirit, Battle Fury, Wraith King. Does he have his Blade Mail yet? Yep, he's got that up. He's got another 1,000 gold on top of that as well. Centaur Warren has picked himself up a Blink, so this is going to be extremely, extremely key here. Make sure that you just blink onto the Tide Hunter, just to make sure that he can't get that Ravage off, and just burst him down. Like, I think that's Centaur Warrunner's job here, as well as Quirky on the Lena. Just burst down that Tide Hunter.
That is true. You do not want a Tide Hunter. Anybody who has not felt the ravage for their ravage, that was a terrible, terrible sentencing. I will consult my dictionary on how to do that. But if anybody has never felt a ravage team fight, you clearly have not played Dota long enough to feel that pain. That will strike you right in the childhood. Not even in the feels, just straight in the childhood.
Yeah, and Tide Hunter's also picked himself up the Blink Dagger. Well, he's got himself 20 gold to go towards that Blink Dagger, so it's going to be extremely hard to catch that guy out of position, as the Assault Cuirass is up on the Lifestealer, who's got himself 12k net worth, as the Wraith King's got himself, I won't say a miserable 7.5k, but it's far behind the Lifestealer at this stage.
Do you think this is because of Midas Gaming?
Well, he got it at 5 minutes, so if my maths is correct, he's had it for about 16 minutes, and you can use it every 90 seconds, so he's used it, oh jeez, okay, he's used it at least 10 times, so 200 gold every time basically, well, 190 odd, so 1,000 gold going his way, 1,200, or 1,900 gold, jeez, okay, it's horrible, so it could be in a way, it could be, but he also does have a lot of towers, like he has, the Radiant side only have the 2 tier 1 towers down in the middle lane, as well as the off lane. Yeah, as middle lane, the Ravage comes through. Quirky's going to get burst out immediately as the Centaur Roaring, and no Blink Dagger for you, buddy. Shadow Sharpen Watch just being overkill there, as the tier 2 tower is definitely going to go down here. They do have fortification. I don't think they really want to use it. There's nothing they can do at this stage, as they want to save it for the high ground.
This is true. I think the best defense is for now for GSB is they need to turtle it hard. They really need to turtle it. I'm gonna try and be a little bit serious about this, because this is serious business. I would know how this game feels for a lot of people, and you can see that the Cuirass is up for the Lifestealer. So this Lifestealer, he got huge, and like you said, with the Ancient Apparition buffing him up and everything, he got extremely huge. Even with the Centaur with his Blink initiation, a Lifestealer can just tear right through him. And remember how Feast works, guys. It's a portion of their current HP. So Centaur, even with his bigness, Lifestealer will tear right into him. And Naga finally with the Radiance for herself. But is this Radiance a little too late, or can they farm this back?
Well, 22 minutes isn't too late, but considering how the game's gone, I mean, sitting at 6 and 11, Ancient Apparition Ice Blast does fly towards the top lane here, as Lifestealer could be in a little bit of trouble. He is 3 versus 1, but he's going to turn on all 3 of them. He takes down 1. Disappoint does still have the Reincarnation, but he's just going to be able to run away, as the Lifestealer Applejack doesn't pop that at all. Ember Spirit pick himself up in the Invisibility Rune as well. Shadow Shaman steeping. Well, he's not teeping, but he's a little bit late to the party in a way. I think the most important thing here for the random hero on the Nagasarian here is to do, Radiance Burn. He's going to try, his Ember Spirit is going to spot out the Nagasarian, and he probably could get himself a kill. I think he might, the Blink is going to be right there. It's going to be the double hit as well. Random hero popping himself the illusions. There we go. They managed to pick themselves up the kill, and the Ember Spirits are very, very nicely played to them. That's going to be quite happy for the Nagasarian, enjoying that a little bit. So he's sitting at 2-1 and 2. But I think the most important thing here for the Nagasarian, while she's heading back to base here, to do is just to try and keep the lanes pushed out. As long as at least 2 out of the 3 lanes are pushed like beyond the river, beyond the tier 1 sort of status of the Dire side, I think they're okay. But as soon as 2 lanes are pushed in, that's basically IS's turn to go, basically. As soon as those lanes are pushed in, try and push high ground, try and take another tower, take an objective, look for a kill kind of effort.
No, definitely, and like you said there, with the pushing strat with the Naga, when you do have the Radiance, this is where your Meepo skills have to come in. where you seriously have to start micromanaging your illusions to make sure you have at least 2 or 3 lanes. You don't really have to farm the jungle, but you can with the mirror images. But again, if you plan on pushing, you need to make sure your illusions are in another lane, helping out possibly one of the heroes. And you can see Tidehunter is starting to stack ancients here. I wonder if he's stacking it for himself or possibly for his Ember. Just a quick go over on the item centaur. It looks like he is also building a blade mail for himself here. Naga has got the radiance. Wondering what she's going to go with the rest of the gold. Rubik has himself 4-star wards. Looks like Wraith King, he has a mithril hammer. Not too sure if he's going to go the maelstrom or maybe a BKB. And Lena, she's got the point booster just to help out with the extra mana and everything. Might be a casual one. AA looking to build into the Aghanims. Double damage rune on on Ember Spirit here. I'm struggling to find the words. Naga buys a Boots of Travel, and he's got the Battle Fear, and looks like he's gonna go for crit here. Initiation!
That's going to be the exact initiation as they needed. Also, last healer does blow out eventually. Her Ancient Apparition, Ice Blood. Oh, Ravage comes through. Lands on almost everybody. Has Stretch Armstrong. He's going to stretch down. He's going to 2 on the sideline. Is that a double Ravage? Not also Stolen Ravage. Does land on 4. Does start the Fate Bolt as well. It's just not enough damage. As the oh no, he manages to turn around. I don't know why he turned around, to be honest there. Oh, that Stolen Ravage was very nicely played, but they lose 5. They take nothing as Stretch Armstrong on the Shadow Shaman managed to get some solid lockdown there. Very, very nicely played to him. This is just going to drop down the Shadow Shaman wards now, and they're going to take themselves a pretty easy first lane of Rax. The only real place they can go to is towards the top lane, because the bottom lane does still have the tier 2 tower standing.
Yeah, Lifestealer, he's got Basher, so that's going to be huge, and 2.9k gold even after that initiation. Shadow Shaman actually goes to a Blink Dagger, and Tidehunter Blink, he's going to build into the Hood of Defiance, possibly going later into a pipe. But like you said there, Puzza, that was the initiation they needed. Tidehunter blinks in, ravages, and then it's just like it hit me. There are no feels for that.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't any feels. There weren't any. Yeah, they didn't really care. They just jumped in. They got all the damage they wanted. The double damage rune just absolutely blew up the Wraith King. It was just too much for them to handle. Wraith King has also picked himself up the Maelstrom, so maybe just helping them out just a little bit. But he's going to struggle to find farm now. Applejack top lane. He does know that Nagasiren's here, so I won't be surprised if they do TP in and try and pick off this Nagasiren, as they should have spotted this out now that the Nagasiren sent there we go, the illusions into the jungle, as she's actually just TPing away. Yeah, that's going to be her call. The lucky bash. Maybe she gets the lucky bash off. Rage is there, and that is that dead Nagasiren. That bash.
Now you see, why can't I have this when I play Spirit Breaker? Every freaking time! That bash! And that was a second hit bash! Oh wow, Booza. RNG loves Applejack right now. What did he do? Who did he sleep with? I must learn his secrets.
I think that was misplay coming out from the Nagasiren. He should have seen the Lifestealer coming around. He should have just songed immediately and just TP'd out. Before Lifestealer got the rage off, he should have just songed around. It was, as soon as the Lifestealer gets the rage off, then it's too late. But the rage was, yeah. Oh, Ember Spirit picks himself up a kill into Sender War Runner. Sid does take up the Wraith Fire Blast as well, but he's going to get away. Does still have another Fire Element to jump around, but he's going to try and turn back in on this. Yeah, he's just going to throw out the Searing Chains as well as Sleight of Fist combination. He's still looking for more work here. I know he can pick off the supports, and that's exactly what he's going to try and do. He's going to take up the Wraith Fire Blast. He doesn't have the Aegis or anything. He does have a completed Daedalus, however. There we go. Blade Mail does get popped, and that is going to pop the Reincarnation, so he's not really to worry. Random Hero does keep getting a Ravage catching 2 this time. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is going to fly in here as well. Song of the Siren does come up, but Lifestealer is raged out. Double kill, Godlike coming up for him, and that is GG. Well played. They're gonna take the series now 3-1, and very, very nicely played to ISG. Very cool. Congratulations to them. Can't really say much else for that.
Okay, they get beached. Towels. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, from my side and Puzza's side, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm seriously honored that Puza allowed me to cast with him. And congratulations to MLP. They take the series 3-1 to GSB. Well played on their side as well. Any last words, man?
Yeah, you basically said it all, guys. The support is always very welcome, very much appreciated. You guys know where to find us. We are all over Facebook, all over the social media, basically. And yeah, very, very nicely played to both teams. GSB gave it their best shot. IS.MLP, they also gave it their best shot. Coming out tops, winning the series 3-1. They get themselves some sexy-ass beach towels here. So, again, Rusty, thanks, bud. Always a pleasure.
And once again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Follow Puza on... Are you on Twitter, sir?
No, not yet.
You don't know society then. Guys, follow us on NAV TV. I didn't record this, but I'll post some links on Facebook from my side. Rusty Pilover and Puza Cosby say thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, we all have a little bit of ginger in ourselves. Bye!